Good evening, everyone. Today is June 2nd, 2021. So the last time we were on, it was May 25th, 2021. So I want to give y'all a tour of what's going on in our garden today. First off, this plant, remember this plant here? This is zucchini squash. Remember how small it was? It was in this little black pot. See that? And now look, it has a home. And that's going to my friend's house, Sharon. It's going to Buffalo, New York. And this is our rose bush. Well, it used to be some of our rose bush from up front. And we're giving it to my sister, Tracy. It's also going to New York. New York bound. See ya. There's my baby, my number one fan, my helper. And see this in here? This is rainwater that I catch. And I only use it when I use fish emulsion. I put it in one of these bottles, empty bottles. And I use my fish emulsion right here. I'm sorry that it's all dirty, but this stuff right here, plants love it. Indoor, outdoor, this is crack for plants. They can't get enough. And this right here is my spray bottle. My spray bottle, I have fresh mint in here that grows over there, and a couple of mint drops. I put in there some dish soap, a little bit of oil. So we're gonna go backwards this time. So this is my husband's banana tree that he loves so much. I'm turning him into a nice little gardener. He's my tiller. He loves turning that dirt. Look at that. Look at them babies growing in there. And they look pretty. You know what these are? These are
Glass holders.
Yeah, bottle holders, glass holders. If you're sitting outside and you don't have anywhere to put your drinks, you push these down in the ground. Anyway, see our little skinny hose? I love that little skinny hose because it does not get tangled up or anything. It's like a little metal hose. Does the job right. Who said size matter? Anyway, this is our pride and joy, our tomato garden. And look, on the bottom, see the bottoms? Ever since I chopped the bottom leaves off of all, well, those are going back. And ooh, look at under there. Look. See them little tomatoes? See them? There they are. Hello. See them, honey?
Yep.
We got tomatoes, y'all. We got tomatoes. Okay, but anyway, I cut off all the bottom leaves so that they won't touch the ground. Or when it rains or I water the ground, it won't splash up on top, because when the water splashes from the bottom up, it can cause disease on the plants. So I've been learning different things from YouTube. But so let me share something with y'all. See this tomato plant right here? This one right here that's not in the cage. That one. And that one back there. That one right there. And these three right here. This one is already flowering. See that flower? This one, that's this one, and that one. That one's flower too. Those came out of this. I picked them all out of here. This was up front, and I brought them to the back so they can get more sunlight. Huh? Begonias. They're begonias. This is the other one that's growing in there. So we're just gonna leave these back here because they get a lot of sun back here. But anyway, we pulled those out of there, and I just repotted them. Gave some to my mom. And look, here's a tomato plant growing right there, all by itself. I didn't even do nothing. And then this right here, ooh, this is growing. This is a pepper plant. Out of all my pepper plants that died, this one came back. So I just put it in the ground. It's compatible with tomatoes. So let me tell y'all about my soil. So this year is the first time that I did try something new, because my garden, I've always did okay sometimes with tomatoes, but last year didn't do good at all. So what I did is, my friend Sharon always told me that she don't grow her garden without peat moss. So I tried doing the same thing. I went to the store, we got some peat moss, but we also got fertilizer. And this year we did fertilizer. And what I'll tell you about these chips, these wood chips, in a minute. But I'm gonna come over here and show y'all the fertilizer that we use. This is all I use in my garden. I use that green bag of peat moss over there. The Pro Mix. Is it the Pro Mix? I don't think it's a Pro Mix. Anyway, we use that. I got chicken crumbs in my shirt. I just had Lee's chicken. It was good too. And we also use that new Plant Life all-purpose topsoil. We use that, and we use this right here. We use the new Plant Life brand of dirt. And there's also another brand of dirt that we use. I'll have to show you that on my next video because I don't have any more here. But we use this manure. Oh my gosh, that stuff. Oh yeah, and let's not forget. Well, I'm trying to open up my compost. We use a little bit of this. It smells good in there too. Anyway, we take that and we add it to the dirt and we mix it in real good. And you gotta be careful not to mix too much because that's what happened to my okra. I mixed too much manure in there. You can mix out. You can put a whole lot of peat moss with your dirt, amend your dirt with the peat moss. But if you put too much manure in there, it's not growing. It's gonna burn it up, and that's what happened. I had one survive. So when it dries out, I'm gonna rake all of these chips off, and I'm gonna till some peat moss in here. I'm not gonna till any more dirt. I'm just gonna till some peat moss in here because it's got enough manure in there. And then I'm gonna plant my okra seeds. So my onions, see my onions? Our onions are doing fabulous. They're getting so big. Look how big they are. I gave them some fish emulsion the other day, and they love that stuff. Like I said, that stuff is like crack. Anyway, this is our watermelon plants. My dad said, grow some watermelon, grow some watermelon. So that's what we did. So look, they have little vines on them, little hairs. They're kind of like tomato plants. They got hairs all over them. Little hairs everywhere. So we got to get a trellis for the watermelon plants before they get out of control. So let me tell y'all about watermelons that I know. So you see these Dixie Queens? So Dixie Queen, of course, is what? A female, right? But also, you can know that a female watermelon is the round watermelons. But this one here is the long ones. So the long watermelons are the males. So you can put two and two together, and that's how you know that what's male and female. And then the little sugar babies are the little ones, the little ones, little round ones that you can get from the store. Now, over here is our green garden over here. So let me tell you about this. This is where there was last week when I made this video. It was March 25th.
May.
Dang, I don't know why I keep saying March. It was May 25th, and there was a big, probably 3-foot collard green plant flowering from the top in here, and my collard greens was not growing. Now, when I dug it out, I chopped it up and put it in my compost. I probably saw a little bit of it when I lifted the lid up. I thinned these out, and look, they look so vibrant. They are growing very well now. They ready. But when I pulled that big collard green out of there, it was roots everywhere, and I mean everywhere. This here is my garlic. I pulled the seed pods off. I cut them off rather. So still have some more. They're almost ready. Probably won't be ready till July when about 4 of these die off, I think, something like that. And then maybe these two. When these two die off, it'll be ready. But when I pull it up, I'm going to make a video, whether it's good or bad, because I want everybody to see And if anybody got any tips for me, I want them on here. So, do y'all also remember the kale in the cabbage garden? Remember the loopers? Well, I think my little regimen worked, putting the cornmeal on there. Put the cornmeal on there. I was spraying them with my little mint thing, but if you put cornmeal on there, they like to eat cornmeal, but they can't digest it. I know it's kind of mean, but I want to digest my cabbage. And see, look at that. Look at this. It's dead. But see my lettuce? Look at my lettuce. There's a little rabbit. This looks so green and hearty. Look at that. That would taste so good on a hamburger. But I can't eat hamburgers. That kale looks scrumptious, don't it? Yeah, that's probably ready for some picking. But my cabbage, I'm going to find something to do if I have to make cabbage rolls out of these big leaves, because I don't want it to go to waste. And over here is zucchini squash. Now last week these were small, so they grew like 5 times. They are so big. My corn is falling over. I don't know why my corn is falling over. Anyway, I'm going to show y'all something that I learned yesterday on YouTube. This here is a female pot flower. So this is, the female have the babies. So the female carries the fruit. So I got 2 females. See that? There's the other. There's one. There's the other one. There's the fruit. So in order to get the fruit pollinated, I need a male. So here's the male right here. The males have the flower, but just the stem, no fruit. So when this opens up, I'm going to take a paintbrush and I'm going to do like that. Then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to do like that. And I'm going to get me some pollination going on, because we don't have no bugs. I don't know if it's because of the cedar mulch that's down here. It could be, but we need to pollinate, and we don't have any pollination going on. I was hoping that the corn may do it, ants may do it, but I'm going to do it myself. So I have male and female on all of my plants. This right here is a little bush bean. And then this, I have male, female. See, that one is kind of, that's a female. The flower needs to open, because I'm not going to force the flowers open. If the flowers don't open, I can't do anything, because I'm not going to force them. See these? So I think with this good rain, and once the heat come out, it's going to be really, really, really hot and warm. And I think everything's going to bloom. Then I can take my paintbrush. So I probably won't be able to do it till I come back from New York. So there's our bird. Let me see if I can get a closer shot of the birds over there. They kind of comfortable eating in our little bird feeder. And we out here. So they must be hungry. They're not scared. So anyway. What else are we going to... Oh, did I show y'all my grapevines? Let me show y'all my grapevines. Our grapevines right here. Remember this one? Dead. Remember that one? Dead because of the ant hole. This one is doing just fine. Just fine. So I got to find some fence, because this is a tomato cage, which I know is not going to hold it. So... till then, it's going to be right here. Well, see that little bush over there? We pulled that from our front yard because I hated it. It looks like something. I don't know what it is, but we had a little hole right there. So Thomas said, let's put it in the hole. So put it in the hole, which is fine back here. It can be back here with the birds. Put a little piece right there too. So now we're going to get 2 of the things that I hate. Anyway, look at this, y'all. Look at our potatoes. What kind, honey? What kind?
Red, golden, and white.
Red, golden, and white. And I don't know which is which.
The back 6 are red. The ones on the right-hand side here are the whites, and the ones up front on the other left-hand side is the gold.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you have it. And look at this. Let me show y'all some growth. Look at that. Remember last week's video? These were just not popping up off the ground. They was looking like this. They was looking like that, and they done grew this tall in a week's time. And the video don't do no justice. You know, it don't do this no justice. But if you they like lots of fertilizer. They love fertilizer. I put chicken manure down in there, and I'm telling you, because I read it on YouTube, to add a little bit of chicken manure in the trench, and I did. I put some chicken manure in there. Remember, Moo Moo was gagging. Look. So I don't know how potatoes grow. I don't know if you get one potato per vine, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. I don't know the process in ground. This here, Thomas planted flowers. He planted flowers to attract butterflies, but they haven't popped up yet, but they will, because this dirt is really, really rich. This here is gonna we're gonna grow up. I think we're gonna put beets and peppers in here. Yeah, for the fall. I'm not messing with this until around. I might just get the dirt ready, you know, just to have something to do so it'll be ready. But I'm not gonna focus on it right now, because I know I'm getting rid of that, and I'm gonna put flowers. I know I'm getting rid of that after we harvest that, and I'm gonna plant flowers in between there. And here's my peppermint. Right here, this is the wild peppermint. It's strong too. That's what I used to put in my tea and to spray the flowers. Everything, you know, to spray everything. Did I show y'all my dill and my eggplant? I don't know if I did or not. Let me go back over here. Here's my eggplant. And I read something last night about cutting off the tip. I don't know if you have to prune these plants or not, or what. I don't know. They just growing. They look real hardy, but I don't see any flowers. That's all I see in there, and that's not a plant. It's just leaves and bugs. See that bug on there? Look at that. I don't know what kind of bug that is. Anyway, see my look at this. That's dill. I had to harvest it yesterday because it was just out of control. Smells good. Those are chives that my neighbor gave us. Oh, and this is oregano right here. That little piece. And then here's the other. You know, I showed y'all that earlier, the bed.
What kind of eggplant are those?
So one is Black Beauty, and this is Ichabod. This one right here is Ichabod. And then the one in the back, these two right here are Black Beauties. So I think the Black Beauties are brown, and the Ichabod are the long ones. Yeah. See, the Black Beauties, those are the little round ones, and that's these. The purple looking ones are the Ichabod ones. Ichabod. And then my corn is kind of, I don't know what's going on with that, but it looks so good. I can't wait. The squirrel's gonna tear it up too. So did I show you my cucumbers? Okay, so let's talk about the cucumbers. See these right here? These are the only two that survived all 8 plants that we put out here. So I had to go, me and Thomas, he took me to the nursery, and we bought some seeds, and I just dropped some seeds down in there. So now look, they're coming up. They're coming up, and they have true leaves on them too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them with true leaves on them. So now I gotta hurry up and get some type of trellis, because you know once they start growing, they get out of control. So, and I think they finna start getting out of control. So I don't know what kind of fence to get. I don't know if I wanna. I'm not gonna use the tomato cage. I'm gonna use one of those. Thomas said he saw some type of fence that he wanted to get. So, and see, look at this. It's creeping over there. That watermelon is creeping that way, and I need it to creep the other way. So I'm gonna have to try to get it to go up a trellis or something. Anyway, if y'all have any kind of anything, ideas or any kind of suggestions, please hit me up, because I learn something new every year when I'm growing my garden, and I want to know as much as I possibly can. This video is not to gain anything except for a little bit of knowledge, so I'm not trying to get any money, I'm not trying to get anything. I'm just trying to get a little bit of knowledge on how to grow my garden so we can eat healthy. See that pear tree right there? Last year it zapped our garden. That's why we did raised beds. We did raised beds because that thing was full of. You can still see some pears on there right there. Let me see if I can enlarge it. See all those pears right there? It was thousands of. Look. This tree, it was so hardy. I took half of them that fell on this side and put them in my compost. And they gave me bags full and threw over the fence, and I put it in my compost. So anyway, this little area right here, we're gonna kind of spruce up for the summer. Look at my little boo-boo. This little area right here. Yeah, we're not gonna buy a house, so we're just gonna try to stay here and kind of spruce up the place. So we're gonna start working on this little slab right here and make it comfortable. We bought a new grill today, and I'm gonna when we get that out here, I'm gonna put that on video. And I'm gonna get we're gonna get a gazebo. I wish I could just get the 4-corner one with the little tarp on top. That'd be so much easier, but we'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to invite y'all to our garden and show y'all what I use. I use a lot of cardboard in my raised gardens because you don't have to put dirt all the way at the bottom. I put sticks. We got all kind of sticks at the bottom here, and I'll show y'all that when I get ready to do it. Anyway, y'all want to see my front yard? I'll show y'all my front yard too before we leave. Come on, honey. Thomas, he likes to grow flowers, so he does a good job. I don't grow flowers. I like to grow vegetables. So this is we put this hosta here like 3 years ago maybe.
Yeah.
That thing is out of control. And that hosta over there finally getting some sunlight. Thomas chopped some leaves, some branches off so that it could get some sunlight in here, because some of my plants wasn't growing back. So we bought 3 lavenders.
Watch the step.
Oops, sorry. We bought 3 lavenders. There's 1, 2, 3, and those are perennials. I only deal with perennial plants in my front yard. This is a perennial that comes back every year. That other hosta right there, that one was so small for years, and now ever since Thomas took the branch, that thing is taking off. I mean, its growth was stunning, and now it's just blossoming. It's catching up to that one. It should be big as that one. We have a lot of geckos that live under there. The lilies, let me show you how pretty these lilies are. Look at that. That is so pretty. Yay. Look at that. Especially with that splash of water on there. Anyway, and here is, I see it, honey, our gladiolas. I did not know gladiolas come back every year either. This is the beginning stages of us trying to create our garden. Since we know that we're not going to buy a house now, we're going to kind of stay put unless God gives us another plan. We're going to stay right here. So we're going to try to make it more homely. Those roses took about 2 years to grow, but they were already here, so we left them, and now look at them. They're so pretty and red. This is called a blushing rose bush. We put this here, and it was like one of those small little plastic roses out of a bag, and it's out of control too. So I gotta feed it and give it some type of nourishment because it's yellow and the bugs eat it. So we're gonna really focus on our garden this year because we're not doing nothing. COVID is, we staying put. Here are the dahlias. Thomas planted, all those are gonna be dahlias. And y'all know, you planted them 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, and they've already coming up, and those things are beautiful. So once they come up, we're gonna cover this up. Well, we got what are those called? Hyacinths. They come up in the front, and they smell, oh my gosh, they smell so good. Anyway, we wanted to show y'all our garden. And when we get it all nice and neat and get like the weeds out, we have to separate the weeds from the good stuff. Once we get all that done, then we'll come back out here and we'll show y'all some more. So until then, TTFN.